In this story, we will take you away to a world of sleep. Within this world, everything is soft and comfortable, and the local residents are always enjoying a nice little nap. You will travel by cloud as you move through the world, taking in the sights and sounds as you are carried towards a nice, deep sleep of your own. Sit back and enjoy the ride through this calming fantasy land. Before drifting away on our sleepy fantasy world, let's first enter a relaxed state. Take a moment to really focus on how comfortable your bed is as you settle into it. Move your limbs to release any stiffness or pent-up energy. Then sink into your bed. Find a comfortable way to lie down that allows your body to be completely free of any tension. Shift so your head is resting comfortably on your pillow, and take stock of your body temperature. During this process, make any necessary adjustments so you are ready to relax and fall asleep when everything is done. When you feel comfortable, take a slow inhale. Count as you draw your breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then release and exhale, counting as you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Repeat this one more time. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As we progress through the story, aim to stay comfortable so your mind will remain clear. In this story, we will drift off to a faraway land that is similar to ours in some ways, but completely different in others. Start by closing your eyes and taking one more deep breath in, then out. With your eyes closed, feel your body. Note the heaviness in your body as it grows, beckoning you to a more relaxed state of being. Your body is weighed down by the comfortable feeling of gravity as you are pressed into your bed, feeling its warmth and loving support. Every night you retire here to rest, and your bed provides you with an ongoing comfort and a place to recover. Take a deep breath in, then out. As you really begin to sink into your mattress, focus on how it feels pressed against you. Imagine that you are falling deeper into the bed, as if it is a comfortable surface you can simply sink right through. Keeping your body relaxed, allow yourself to slowly drift through the mattress. After a few inches of sinking, you feel something even softer than your mattress cradling you. The darkness of your bedroom gives way to a faint purple glow. And as you sink down into this new space below, you realize that you are surrounded by a lavender sky. In all directions, lavender surrounds you, and in some areas, you see it fading to a slightly darker periwinkle off in the distance. Your first thought is about how beautiful this color is, but as you feel its calming effects settling over you, you realize the color itself speaks to something much deeper than your appreciation of beauty. As you continue to gaze at the unusual sky, you feel a serene peace washing over you. It fills your vision, and in response, you can feel the leftover tension from your day slipping out of your muscles in gently pulsing waves that seem to drift from your very body into the air below. You take a deep breath in, then let it out. Already you feel your mind lightening. Gone are the worries you had. Those were problems left over from another world, and they have no place here. The lavender sky is taking away your burdens, sending them back to be tended to another time. In this world, the only thing you have to do is relax. When the lavender sky has had its full effect, you have the lazy realization that you are floating. Glancing down, you see a faded pink cloud that appears to hold you up. This cloud is not like the clouds back at home. Instead, it is sturdy and reliable, but also unbelievably soft. This cloud is strong enough to support you. Its gentle pressure against your back is softer than any surface you have ever touched. It conforms perfectly to your body, comfortably cradling you as you relax further into it. Your muscles growing heavy and at peace. You draw a deep breath in, then let out with a slow exhale. As you lie there, the cloud has evenly formed, so your head rests perfectly across its surface. You have never noticed such an immense ease, and you notice how much heavier your body appears to be without your muscles being tense. At this moment, it almost feels as if you are part of the cloud yourself. In response to your thought, the cloud begins a subtle dip down to the world below. As you spent time looking up at the sky above, you had yet to consider what might be below. Now, as the cloud begins its gentle descent, you glance down to see a world unlike any other. As the image of this world swims into view, it becomes apparent just how different it is from the world you know. The first thing you notice is the colors. This world seems to exist only in shades of blue and purple, some lighter, some darker. Even the shadows have a unique hue to them that is presented by the sun below, making them somehow softer and more pleasant to look at. Immediately you notice how this world looks quiet and sleepy. Everything is dark and appears to be quite soft. The clouds sink further towards the ground, and you see little tree shapes like spires that subtly reach toward the sky. Their branches winding around in gentle, swirling loops. You begin to count them. 1, 2, 3. There is not a single edge in sight, and you long to reach out and touch the trees as you pass by. Seeming to sense this, the cloud drifts lazily towards the closest tree until you are free enough to brush your fingertips over it. The feeling is like crushed velvet, completely soft to the touch and pleasant enough to sleep on. These trees would be a wonderful perch for cats, but here you see no cats in sight. If they are here, they are certainly off napping somewhere else. At this moment, it is easy to remember how things can be similar and alike. These trees are similar to the ones back home, but different in their own ways. As you look from one tree to the next, you can see how they differ. Subtle differences in color and texture that make each one unique. You notice the way similar trees grow together, and you note that there is a certain beauty in that. Our similarities can draw us closer, giving us something to unite behind. Whether it is a passion for books or a favorite band, humans find easy ways to bond together, and we grow stronger because of it. At the same time, it is our differences, our unique passions and interests that make us all valuable to one another. your cloud eases itself down further, carrying you through the trees until something nearby catches your eye. Coming to a gentle stop, the cloud moves closer to the little flicker of motion you saw, and you realize now that it is a bizarre sort of bird. You could have missed it because of how well it blends in with the tree, if not for the deep breaths it appears to take. Its cloth-like feathers ruffling in response. The bird seems to be sleeping, and you are grateful for the opportunity to look at it. It is peaceful, its soft appearance matching perfectly with the deep violet of the surrounding trees. For a moment, you wonder if you could touch it, and the cloud gently urges you forward in response. You can tell by the calming effects of the sky above that this is a safe decision to make. Like you, all of the animals on this planet are completely at peace. Slowly, you reach your hand out to touch one of the strange bird's wings, and you are pleased to find it is also soft, if not softer than the trees themselves. The bird's wing is plushy, like a well-designed stuffed animal. You take in a nice deep breath as you stroke the bird, exhaling in unison with its sleepy breaths. You pat the bird's little head, feeling its soft feathers brush against your fingers. And the cloud drifts slightly, letting you know there is more to see. On this planet, it is easy to remind yourself of the importance of love and security, and the role it plays in our lives. The bird here is not worried about anything, and even as you pet it, it does not stir. It knows that in this world, it is safe. And you can't help but marvel at its sense of security. And you know the feeling yourself. It is the feeling of being safely surrounded by loved ones, or the sensation of being tucked away in your bed at night. Your cloud pulls you away ever so gently and floats through the trees once more. Up ahead, you see new trees growing, these ones rounder in appearance. As you approach them, you see that they do not have any leaves. Instead, their large round forms appear to be made of something comparable to cotton candy. It looks soft, and as you approach, you smell a light sweetness that makes your eyes feel slightly heavier in response. The tufts atop the trees are a deep shade of blue, offering a unique hint of shimmer to the already tinted air. Understanding your desire to touch the tree, the cloud carries you close to the biggest one in the bunch. gently cradling you as you reach out and touch the cotton-like texture of the treetop. As you expected, the tree is soft to the touch, though it is slightly rougher in texture. You are pleased to find how smooth and soft it feels as you rub your hands against it. You imagine it inside of a pillow and wonder if you could take some home. The cloud drifts away and your question is answered. But as you see the new destination, all other thoughts are left behind. Up ahead, an animal is dangling from one of the lower tree branches. Its tail is long, maybe 2 or 3 feet, and it hangs low above the ground. Nothing more than a puff of thick, long fur, offering it warmth and protection. This animal, unlike the short feathered bird, seems visibly soft by appearance. And already you find yourself ready to pet this cozy little creature. As you drift closer, you can see more about the tiny beast. His body is small and round, despite the length of its tail. And atop its head, you see 2 large and adorable sets of rounded ears. It looks like the kind of creature that a child would create. And for a moment, you wonder if you have drifted off to the land of dreams. Maybe that is why everything here sleeps. You reach your hand forward once again, pleased when your fingers sink into the soft and thick fur of the small creature. It does not stir, but as you stroke its fur, you can feel the gentle vibrations of its breathing resonating through your hand. You pet the little creature, wondering if it's enjoying its slumber, and let out a deep yawn of your own as your breathing slows. As you pet the little ball of fur, you notice that your eyes are growing quite heavy, even heavier than before. You absentmindedly notice that they are almost too difficult to keep open. The soft fur beneath your fingers, the comforting embrace of the cloud, and the subtle scent of the trees come together to create a deeply calming effect that has your mind and body settling in new ways as sleep reaches for you. The cloud once again understands your needs, and you feel the fur gently slip away as the cloud shifts back, carrying you up towards a clearing. By the time you reach it, another yawn overtakes you, and your eyes are drifting shut. You open them slightly, peering up towards the purple sky as the cloud rises and you feel yourself ascending. Up above, you notice other clouds carrying others down towards the sleepy land. And as you glance out, you realize how much more there is to see. You know that you would like to visit this world again, but for now, the heaviness in your muscles and the closing of your eyelids have slowed your breath as you drift towards a gentle slumber of your own. You feel your body rising until you are back in your bed, ready to sleep.